Rocky 5 is written by Sylvester Stallone and directed by the director of the first movie, and it's to many, including myself, the worst movie in the franchise, and this movie is absolutely terrible. So what this movie is about, as you progress in the movie, you figure out it's more about Rocky's financial problems, but it's technically a father-son bonding type movie where Rocky's neglecting his son for Tommy Gunn, who is the worst villain in the entire franchise and one of the worst movie villains. One of the worst movie villains ever. And yeah, we're not even going to talk about him right now. And basically Rocky's neglecting his son for this guy, and that is the plot of our movie. So to start out with this movie, I'm going to put it this way. In Rocky 4, Rocky's son is about, what, I'll say 5 years old or so, 5 or 6, and then in this movie takes place directly after the fight with the Russian in the last movie, and in this movie, it's like this kid aged for like 4 years or something, because as I said, this takes place directly after the fight with the Russian, so I would say maybe a day or two has passed since this fight, and when he gets home, his son has aged about 4 years. That's the kind of movie this is. Yeah, continuity is completely thrown out of the mix in this movie. There's no continuity whatsoever. This movie is absolutely terrible. It is slow. It is terribly written. It's predictable as crap. It is a pretty dull movie with, as I said, one of the worst villains in cinematic history, Tommy Gunn. God, I hate that guy. I don't know. There are a couple positives in this movie. I'll get that out of the way. Sylvester Stallone does a pretty good job, as does Burt Young as Paulie, and I think they're pretty good in the movie for what they're doing. And I thought the depression Rocky feels kind of worked, and the scene in Mickey's gym when he walks into the old gym, I thought that was perfect. I loved that. That was great. That was a great scene for Rocky, and that's it. That's all I can say about this movie that is actually good. It's a terrible father-son story. It's horribly written. I don't even... The last fight in this movie is basically from like a Street Fighter game. That's what it is. The big conclusion is Street Fighter. Basically. This movie is absolute trash. Not much I can actually say about this movie, because there's nothing to really say about it. It is terrible. But, yeah. Continuity is completely thrown out of the window. It's terribly written. It's one of the worst villains ever. In any movie in existence. I can't give this movie an F, though. Nor can I, because there are a couple good things about the movie. So I can't give it an F or anything. Plus, it isn't that bad. Like, it isn't that terrible. Like, if you had to be like Batman or Robin, you get an F for me. So, yeah. So I'm gonna give Rocky 5 a D. Yeah, it's not good at all. It is absolute trash. But there's not much to really say about it, because it's such a uneventful movie that you just can't really say much. So that is my review of the worst one in the franchise, Rocky 5. As for this, I'm filming my Rocky Balboa review, which will be up tomorrow, and then Tuesday is Creed. So, yeah, that's my review of Rocky 5. So, peace.